Friends, we really don't have a reason for doing this video. Other than I feel like I need to do one because I want to be more pleasant. Move your head over here. This is my husband, Brian. When I started posting again, I told you guys that we have been gone for a while because we had some health issues. My appendix burst, and I didn't know that it was my appendix, and I became almost like septic. I think I was septic technically.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital for like 6 days, and had to have these procedures to like drain the what was it?
Pus.
Oh, yeah.
Pus.
There was an abscess
An
that formed.
overabundance of pus.
Oh my God. There was an abscess that formed because I didn't know that my appendix burst, and so I had to like have
It was nasty.
the abscess drained. He didn't see the pus. It was a surgical procedure or a medical procedure. Anyway,
I saw it when it was coming out of that joint. It went into the.
Did you really?
The bag thing. Yeah, I saw that stuff.
you were there.
No, I'm talking about when you came home and we had to drain.
Oh,
the drain
I thought
bag
you
and
meant.
whatever.
I was talking about the original.
No, not that. I know
Okay.
that. I know that looked crazy.
Okay. Anyway, guys,
Pus.
this this is unplanned. So show us some grace. Anyway, that happened in the middle of my husband finding out that he had stomach cancer.
Yeah.
And that was a whole big ordeal. He had his stomach removed, right? Think of it like it was called a
Gastrectomy.
total gastrectomy, and that means that his full stomach was removed.
No pouch left over. No staples. Just completely cut out, and then small intestine attached to the esophagus directly.
Yeah, and that was so that all of the tumors that were in his stomach, they're gone now, and so he's cancer free.
Thank God.
Thank God. Any kind of surgery like that leaves you with some residual issues, but he gets to live and thrive, and he just poops a little more often than he did before. That's
I don't
it.
think they needed to know that, but okay.
I'm just saying because there's no repository for food. It goes from his esophagus straight to his lower intestine, and his small intestine,
yeah.
and then the lower intestine, and then he eliminates or whatever. Anyway, but he's well. I just wanted you guys to see his face. See,
How you doing?
He's doing well. He's lost a lot of weight because if you think about a total gastrectomy, it's kind of like a gastric bypass to the extreme, right?
Yeah.
There was nothing bypassed.
Yeah.
They
So
just removed the
I have
stomach.
lost almost 100 pounds.
He's lost almost 100 pounds.
Yeah.
But he's still what do I call you? Yummy. He's still
Yeah. Yeah.
he's still yummy. And the weight loss was good for him because it kind of the weight loss kind of got rid of some other underlying health issues. So for that reason we
Diabetes. I had diabetes.
Who was that man that used to say
Wilford
that?
Brimley.
Wilford Brimley. Yeah. Rest in peace, Wilford.
Yes.
So he doesn't have diabetes anymore.
No more diabetes.
No more diabetes. No more cancer. He's cancer free.
Cancer free.
We thank God for that. And he's alive. So I just wanted you to see that he is still with us, and
here.
we're still together. We're about to celebrate our
6th anniversary.
6th anniversary.
Ooh.
I know. So we're going to be back actually in another posting, kind of give you our backstory because it's an interesting story.
She's going to give you the backstory because she likes to give the long version. I don't think TikTok allows you to record a long enough version for her story.
We could do it in multiple parts because I'm a girl and I like detail, right? His version,
But the people involved may not want to be talked about on social media.
Risa
don't use
Tisa
names.
did like a
I don't care
50-part
what Risa Tisa did.
series about her ex-husband who was crazy.
I understand that.
But so I think people might want to hear
I know,
about
but people that are involved in our story may not want their name out in social media.
They don't have
So you
to, I
should
don't
be
have to,
considered. But you
I
always
can-
tell names because that's part of the detail that you love to tell.
Right, I
Because
can-
you're a woman.
I can rename those people.
To what? Because you've never renamed them before. And it's been 6 years.
But I will rename them now because you're saying that they may not want their names mentioned, which is a valid point. So I'm going to give them new names. So once I figure out new names
Okay, Shirley.
for the... He's being funny. We were just on a class on a Zoom. from
I'm
my
cancer free,
church.
but not humor free.
From our church. And the person facilitating, one of the elders at the church was facilitating the class. And right on there it says my name. My name is Sherry in real life. You know, I'm AKA Shareful Thoughts on here, but Sherry is my real name. And he kept calling me Shirley.
Yeah.
I hate when people call me, I don't like when people call me Cherie, Shirley, Cheryl. Like, where do you, it's right there in front of you.
Your
Anyways.
name's not Susan. You remember that song?
I remember that song. Anyway, guys, listen. We'll be back to tell you our story. Like, you know, let me know if you want to hear it. I know you want to hear it. It's pretty cool. The short version,
She'll be back to tell you the story.
we're coming back together. It's going to be multiple parts, maybe. No, it doesn't have to be multiple parts. We get 10 minutes. We can do it in fewer than 10 minutes. His version of our story is like
6 minutes and 23 seconds.
no, his version is like 3 minutes because he
No.
uses like fancy words like God and prayer. You know what I mean? But my thing is like,
Fancy.
what did God do? How
God
did he
ain't fancy.
move? You know what I mean? What did
God checked you because we wouldn't have gotten this far if you had your stank attitude that you had that night when we first spoke. See,
he never encountered the stank attitude.
exactly.
That's
That's where God comes in.
Exactly.
Because
I was
God
sleepy.
told you to get your life.
I was sleepy
Yes.
and would have been stank because I was cranky.
Yep.
But the Lord checked me. Anyway, guys, this video is really long. I just wanted to let you know that we are well. My husband is doing well. And we appreciate you for listening to any portion of this.
Yes.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Yes.
Have a happy night.
See ya.